What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I'm here today to talk about my Taylor Swift reputation theory. What does the album actually mean? What are we going to be kind of expecting just from a broad sense from this album? So, just a quick background. Huge Taylor Swift fan. I know, could be surprising. Huge Taylor Swift fan. We're going to have a ton of Taylor Swift content coming out on the channel over the next couple weeks and months with this album coming out. Now, so Reputation is its name, and, you know, she announced that the first single off of it will air tomorrow night, Thursday night, probably at midnight, and so Friday we're going to be having a review of the song, and then Saturday I'm going to be talking about what to expect from the album going forward, what kind of songs, what kind of feel are we going to be expecting from Reputation, the album. But in this video, I want to talk about what it could mean without hearing anything. What could Reputation mean from what we kind of know a little bit about so far? So here's where I come down on it. I think Reputation, obviously it could have several different meanings. I definitely want to know what you guys think the meaning of her song, like what kind of message is she trying to send in this? It could be a political kind of thing. That's kind of where Tyler has come down on it. I think it kind of goes like this. Taylor Swift, obviously, is one of the biggest forces in the world, just in a person perspective. She is one of the biggest musicians probably of all time, let alone even in the past decade. Obviously, she's a massive name. She breaks records. Her music is insanely popular. She's got millions upon millions, hundreds of millions of fans. And Reputation. So what does reputation actually mean? Well, in the dictionary, it's the belief or opinions that are generally held about someone or something. So we know what her reputation used to be, and her reputation has obviously changed over the years. You can go back to her very first album, the reputation held about her, that it was just country, that she was trying to mix in pop and country, that she eventually just left her country roots, even though she never really had full country in her music to begin with. Then, you know, obviously, the just reputation of her character, right? Once 1989 kind of came out, people started to really respect her as just a good person. She gives back a lot. She gives back to her fans. She's very generous with her money. Her reputation was obviously extremely good, and reputation in the music world was she was probably #1. She was probably the biggest female musician and probably the biggest musician just name in general. I mean, obviously Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, there are some other really big ones, but I'd very much argue she was the biggest one in 1989. Her reputation was at an all-time high. Since then, her reputation, I think, personally, and I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan, has fallen. She's taken some hits. You know, her dating life has not been the greatest. Whether or not it's true, I don't really care about rumors whatsoever, and I don't really care in general. But her dating life has kind of lowered her reputation. Her not releasing an album last year every 2 years, and now this has been 3 years, that obviously has probably taken a hit. This court case that, you know, she presented about the groping trial, which I was completely on her side with, that I think helped her reputation a little bit. Obviously, she only went for $1. Just the whole message of what she was trying to achieve with the trial was her, you know, what she was trying to do, and I very much applaud her for that. But as we can tell by her, the cover art, the art of her album Reputation, with her face, and the kind of half of her face is all of these writings about her, right? It has the darkened Taylor Swift name all throughout it with, you know, the bunch of scribbles other than that, and you see, like, you actually see, like, the New York Times symbol on it. So you see, I think she's giving us hints just from that cover art right away. The reputation, it's what other people are saying about her, and other people have always had high opinions on her and very low opinions on her. And I think this is what this album is going to tackle. And she's had songs in the past kind of tackling what she thinks the media thinks of her and what fans think of her. You know, Mean is definitely one from a writing perspective of somebody saying that she couldn't sing. She was like a terrible musician. So she's done this before in a way, but this entire album, I think, is going to come at it from that angle. This is her reputation. It also has kind of a dual meaning. Her reputation, I don't really think it's on the line here, but it could be in a way saying, like, here's what I am, right? Here's what my new reputation is going to be. I'm going to show you who I am. I'm going to tell you the beliefs and the feelings you should have about me based on this album. Here is what I am. Here's what I am now. Not what I was, not what people perceived me to be over the past 2 years. This is what I am right now. And I ultimately think that's probably what she's going for. Obviously, I think her reputation is going to go up from here just in general because it's a new album, but that's probably not, that's not the meaning of the album. She's not doing this because, oh, I want my reputation to go back up. It's just showing, we've had this reputation on her for a while. Different people have different reputations, and I think this entire album is going to be talking about what that means, what that's done to her, what people's opinions and how they felt about her over, I would assume this is only really going to be a 2 to 3 year kind of time period. She's had songs before that go further beyond past just the years of her releasing albums, but I feel like this is just going to be tackling the last couple of years because, again, a lot of things have been said about her in these past couple of years. She went kind of dark. She went off social media. She's gone through multiple hair changes. She's gone through multiple look changes. She's had, again, the dating life. People have had a lot of opinions on her, and she didn't have music to kind of speak for her over the last 3 years since 1989. The tour went on for about a year and a half after that. But so I feel like this is her shot back at it. This is her saying, this is who I am. Maybe it's going to take a couple digs at social media and journalists or the news in general talking about what they perceive her to be and saying that that's not right. But I feel like it could be like a defense kind of album, but I also feel like this is a kind of like a brand new Taylor Swift saying, this is what I am going forward. This is who I am right now. This is the reputation I feel like I should be getting based on this album and what I've been doing. And in another way, again, it is like a defense thing. This is what you guys have thought of me, this is what you guys have said about me, and this is what I feel that I actually am. And, Shake It Off was a really good way of starting off 1989 with that single, doing kind of the same thing, right? People say some very mean things about her, and she just shakes it off. I feel like that's what this album is going to just do more of than 1989 did. And, the rumor has it, the first single that we're going to hear tomorrow is very poppy. So I don't think this is going to go back. A lot of people thought this was going to go back to her country roots. It's possible. There could be some country influences and kind of mixes and kind of feels of country in her album. But, from the rumors we hear of this first song, it's going to be a heavy pop song. So that honestly is good news to me because I like her poppy more music or very catchy music. And that's what they also said. It's a very catchy, very good tune. That's awesome. I think that honestly, if that's what she feels like she is anyway, why stray from it? Why go back? But that also does, show in that way reputation, right? This is what I'm being perceived to be. This is what I am. She is a pop artist. She kind of always was, in my opinion, she always was a pop artist, even when she had kind of a mix of country and pop. So that's what I think. I think this album is very much a personal thing to her, her reputation, what people think she is, what she knows she is, whether it be from the last 3 years or whether it being this album going forward is what she wants to be perceived. That is what I think about Taylor Swift's new album, Reputation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, we're going to have so much Taylor Swift stuff. Check back Friday. We're going to have her new songs review, and then Saturday we'll be talking more about the album and talking about kind of like a schedule, a game plan for future Taylor Swift content on the channel. Obviously, this isn't a Taylor Swift channel. I wish it could be, but we're going to have quite a few of her videos in here, along with obviously all the other stuff we do. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel Podcast Now, like and share this video, and I will see you guys on Friday for the first Taylor Swift song review on this channel.